Good afternoon and welcome to my Financial Freedom Education Show. Today's topic is one that many Americans may find daunting and may in fact catch them off guard. That is the new FICO scoring system or model. Specifically, for the past 23 years or so, we have used the FICO Classic model, and that, in essence, determines your credit worthiness by a number of different factors, including your credit utilization, how much of your credit available do you use, how do you pay your credit payments in terms of monthly, weekly, daily, however you do it, and do you pay the full balance in full, or do you actually pay part of the balance or the minimum? So all of those factors determine your FICO Fair Isaac credit score. An excellent credit score is 740 or above. Most Americans are below that number. This new FICO 10T, which stands for trending, will actually be much more rigorous and will be taking into consideration trending data over the past 24 months of your credit history life. What that means is, again, are you paying your balance in full? Are you just paying the minimum every month? Are you paying more than the minimum every month? Do you have a number of cards outstanding with consistently high balances? And are you actually using more than 30% of your credit line? Now, of course, that's very easy to do for most of us, because that's what it's there for, right? But we're getting penalized because we're using more than 30%. What that means is if your credit line is $10,000, all you can use is $3,000 of that $10,000 to be in the quote unquote credit worthiness category by the creditors that are issuing the cards and or the loans. So take that into serious consideration, because these are now new criteria that are going to be implemented over the next 12 to 24 months, but it's going to launch this summer, later this summer, which is now. And basically, it's going to look at your past debt. And if you are, in fact, carrying high balances consistently and only paying minimums, et cetera, you could lose a big portion, not only of your credit score, it could go down by 20 plus points, but you could actually begin to lose your credit lines and credit availability. So I can honestly say, talking with a number of my clients, as well as colleagues and partners, that many people have begun to see their credit lines decrease by surprise for no absolute reason other than they're just not using the amount of credit that they have earned over the many number of years or that they are using. So what that means is, let's say you had an $18,000 credit line, you've had the credit card for 10 years. One day you'll wake up and that credit line is only 8,000, and there's no one to talk to say, hey, what happened here? It's just the new trending system and model that's being put into place to really encourage people to use less credit is really the bottom line here. And we've had such a wonderful credit availability and liquidity in the markets and stock market in particular globally. And now that we have such record high interest rates, the credit available is going to become much harder to get. That means you may not be eligible for credit cards, for balance transfers, for loans, for that matter, for your house, your car, your boat, etc. So it's a pretty strict new program and model that is going to take the world by storm and, frankly, probably literally piss off a lot of people. So I think it's important. Preparedness is the next best thing to godliness. And it's important that you be prepared for these changes and they do not catch you off guard, and that you lose your credit line or your credit worthiness or your ability to get credit in the first place because you haven't taken these steps that I'm strongly recommending you do, to look at your credit score and determine, where do I fit into this puzzle? Where am I needing to make changes that are critical in order for me to become more credit worthy under the FICO 10T scoring system? So If you'd like, give me a buzz. I'm at Deborah@burnscommunications.net, or DeborahBurnsCommunications.net is my email. And I'd like to set up with you a 30-minute complimentary consultation on this very issue or any other personal finance issue you may be grappling with. And I also have packages available on my literacy to legacymentors.net website. And you can look under mentoring options. I can be hired by the hour, by the month, or my most popular is 3 months. That is 6 sessions at 2 hours bi-weekly. And people then get a deeper dive into all of their respective issues and solutions to those problems that I will be providing. So I look forward to hearing from you on your thoughts about this topic. You're welcome to comment on my YouTube channel. You're most welcome to subscribe, please. And you can also visit me at Literacy to Legacy Mentors on Facebook. My Instagram business account is Deborah Prosperity Mentor 1. So Deborah Prosperity Mentor 1 on Instagram. And I'm also on alignable.com, which is one of the largest business websites in the world to conduct B2B, contact, networking, etc. So I look forward to hearing from you, and good luck with your research and analysis of your credit score, because it's going to become much harder to get credit and qualify for credit in the future if your credit score and your credit lines and credit availability are not in line with the new FICO 10T scoring model criteria. Thank you so very much. Have a wonderful day. And thanks so much for joining me.